Let's see how to configure Element's copy and sync to automatically generate dynamic work items based on labels. Let's start by creating a new recipe. Select the Copy and Synchronize Jira Work Items recipe. Give your recipe a name. Select the source space. Select the work type that will be cloned. Here, we're going to select the employee onboarding. Click on Next. Now let's configure the target. In this use case, we want to create dynamic work items based on a certain field. Select the space in which you want to create the new work items. In this case, we want to create the onboarding work items in the same JSM project as the initial request. Now let's select the field that will trigger the work items creation. We select custom field corresponding to the different products of the company for which the new employee should be trained. Define a link between the source work item and the new ones. Click on Next to configure the content of the work items. We are going to define the fields that should be copied from the source work item to the new ones. First, let's define the summary. We are setting the summary as a dynamic value. We define the summary with a dynamic value, which corresponds to the custom field of the company products. We will also copy the start date in each new work item. We add a description to give context to each work item. We also set it as a dynamic value. We add the custom field value inside the description. Last field we want to preset is the assignee. This time, we set a static value to the assignee. We don't want to synchronize the work items, so we skip this step of the recipe. We can define where the recipe will be available and triggered. We only want to trigger the recipe on a post function. You can now save the recipe, and you can activate it. In our workflow, we target the moment when the request is created from the portal. Go to Perform Actions on the Create transition. Add the Element's Copy and Sync action. Select the recipe you want to trigger and save. Now let's test our configuration. Go to the portal and create an onboarding request. Give a name to the request. Give it a description. Fill in the employee first and last name. Select the products in the list. This is the custom field we use to create the different work items. Set the starting date of the employee. Send the request. The request has been received. The 3 work items corresponding to the product selected have automatically been created. In the request, the 3 work items are linked.